Well, thanks, Artem, for joining us in the CRU's World Copper Summit this year. One topic we've been hearing a lot is about access to capital and, shareholders holding the ground in terms of, spending capital to develop new projects, move things forward. In your experience, is there a lack of capital available, and what's been your particular strategy towards, developing new projects and building your company?
In my experience, access to capital is not an issue because our strategy is focused on acquiring producing or near producing mines, and investors globally are keen to participate in such M&A driven strategy. As long as the deal is good, you can always find capital. As we say in our business, a good deal finances itself. But at the same time, you can always think about different pools of capital. You can use debt, you can use equity, but also royalty, offtake financing, etc., etc. But it all starts with a good deal of a good asset and a good team that runs it.
You mentioned the M&A, so clearly M&A is the strategy for growth for you. When we look at the past and see, what happens in the last cycle, some maybe not great decisions or investments. What do you think is now, having that experience in the past, is the industry more cautious about, being very aggressive on M&A? And in that regard, do you see more opportunities for a company like yours?
I'm very happy that the industry is more cautious. That gives us less competition. But it's important not to overpay. Therefore, the key in the way I think about mergers and acquisitions, about buying new assets, is to strike a deal that moves the discussion away from a point of price to the discussion about the value creation. So instead of arguing whether one party wants to pay more and another party wants to pay less and another party wants to get more, you move the discussion towards working together. For example, we bought an asset in Turkey 6 months ago. We paid in a combination of cash, shares, deferred payment, milestones payment, aligning our interests to go in the future. And that's a way, in my view, to create lots of value for our shareholders.
Nowadays, it's impossible not to talk about geopolitics in some shape or form. So in that context, in terms of jurisdiction, do you think everything that is happening right now will change, it will be more of a chessboard with different pieces moving, and jurisdiction is becoming more relevant, and also for your investors?
Well, certainly there is a lot of entertainment value in what's happening today and what we read in the press. I don't think it will change fundamentally the decisions in mining industry, because those are driven into long-term horizon. Like Communist Party in China, we have to plan for the next 30 years ahead. Our targets are in the various jurisdictions. We have probably 10, 12 opportunities in the pipeline, going from Turkey, Eastern Europe, Africa, this part of the world, South America, but also in the United States. Maybe we'll have to prioritize our US targets.
You mentioned that 30 years planning ahead in the case of China. When you look at companies, maybe they think more quarterly. So, that gap of thinking short-term, quarterly, to have obviously shareholders happy. I mean, do you think there is a gap there in terms of strategies, maybe failing to look at the long term?
There is always a difficulty, a gap between short-term results-driven investments and long-term perspective. We have a strong shareholder base of long-term holders that are looking to work with us for the next few years. Certainly you have to play by the rules if you're a public company and have to deliver nice positive surprises every quarter. But I trust that our investors will believe in a strategy implementation and give us time to demonstrate that. Not quarter on quarter, but year on year and 5 years and 5 years.
Well, thanks, Artem, for joining us, and I hope you keep enjoying the rest of the summit and also the CESCO week.
Thank you so much.